If you would like to network your data so that you can share it with others, you're going to share it on the read-only side. If you have another subscribed version, you probably ought to still keep the subscriptions on separate data files to keep them organized. Although you could share the data between two estimators if you really wanted to. But let's talk about how are we going to move the data from a local drive to a network drive. Before I go there, let me tell you also that if you don't have a network drive, you can actually make a copy of the data file and put it on anybody else's computer. The only problem there is that it won't be live. In other words, you'll have to recopy it every time you have some changes that would affect the person that's looking at the data to see the most current data. You'd have to copy it back over again, which is still not the end of the world. It's not that big of a deal. Now, the way it works is, let me bring in over here. Okay, here we go. Now we're looking at the icon that's put in by default on your desktop. So if you right-click that icon and you go into Open File Location, it'll show you where all the files are. And this is your full version right here, and this would be your EasyCEBE would be your back end. This is the only file you need to copy to put anywhere else. So if we're going to go to the network, let's just open up another tab up here. And in my case here, I have a number of network files. So we'll go ahead and use the network file that's called H. Okay, and we'll go ahead and put in a new, let's call this estimating, a new folder, and we'll call it estimating, I'll put caps in there, estimating TEMP, because it's just a temporary file. So we go into here, and now we are in estimating temp right here. So if we come back over here, we take the EasyCEBE, right click and copy it. And then we'll come over here and right click and paste it. So there it is. So now all we got to do is we've got to link to that very specific database in order to make it work. Now what I would do to make sure that it all works well is I would take the current backend database and I would move it to a different folder just so that I could tell my program no longer sees that, because they're going to look the same. So we've the backend database is no longer going to work on your current program. So we'll move this out of the way, and let's go ahead and okay. Then to relink to the new location, of course you have to close the database that you were working on, which I already did, and now we're going to reopen the very same one from right here. And when we go into bids here, it tells me that it's not connected. So, because we moved the back end to a different location. So we're going to stop everything. And now here we can go ahead and relink. So, okay, I know where it is on my computer because I put it on the H drive. So we come down here and we go to the H drive. And we have estimating, ABCDE, estimating temp. That's where I put it. So there is the backend file right there on the network drive. Click on it, hit OK. There you go. So all tables have been successfully linked. So we are now connected with our program with the new location. Click bids, and you'll see everything here is exactly the way that it was. So that's really all there is to it. And you can relink, your data to any place where you have the program on the front end, which would be on your desktop or any computer. You just take a copy of it and put it on. Like I say, you're free to do that. There's no cost for giving versions of this to other people. It's just that it will not work unless they subscribe as far as the full version is concerned. But for just having other office staff looking at the estimates, you really don't want them connecting 100% anyway. but it is free to let them connect always. And this free is always for as long as you want it to be, because it never expires. The read-only portion never expires. The data that you put in there is your data. Nobody else has it. It's yours, and you can keep it and available to you for as long as you want. So hope all this helps. I'm sure it will. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Take care.